So after the ending of A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, we are still reeling from the surprise. Like, what do you mean she's a descendant of the gods? And then, no, she's not just a descendant. She's an actual god. But we'll talk about that later. But as the book picks up, shit gets real fast because all of the wolven bonds have broken, and now all of the wolven are bonded to Poppy. Wait, what?
What?
Like, what? Just like, what?
It's so crazy.
Does finally explain like all these weird occurrences we kept talking about, like why did people feel staticky when they touched her? Why did, people say that she smelled like death? Well, now we know. It also explains, there's a quote that Kieran made last book that we were kind of like, what supersedes any oath that the wolven have taken? Well, apparently this does. So it makes me wonder, when did he realize the truth about Poppy? Like, and he's not really clear about that in this book. I think he had suspicions, but we know that there was a seer in his family line somewhere. So when did he realize that she was a descendant of the gods or an actual god herself? It also means that Kieran isn't bonded to Casteel anymore and can see him as a threat, which is what starts to happen. And I was like, oh shit.
Like, oh no, Kieran, run for your life.
Right? But also, Casteel, you might need to run for your life because like all of the wolven now was really crazy. So, and that's kind of like what starts to happen. You sense this like animosity between the two of them that almost feels like not even like logical. And then until Poppy orders Kieran and all the wolven not to attack. And then they stop growling.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have Queen Elena. How are we saying her name?
Elena.
Okay. We're going to call her
Eloana.
That's
it.
We'll call her Eloana. Okay. I can't wait for people to tell us that.
I know.
We're going to call her
Eliana.
We decide Alana.
Wait. Queen Eliana. I think it's Eliana. I forget. I listened to the audiobook as well, and now I can't remember how they pronounce it.
Well, now it's like in your head, right? Where you're like, crap, what was it again? Okay, we're going to call her Queen Eliana.
Yeah, let's do that.
Eliana. Okay, we're going to call her Queen Eliana. I can't wait for everyone to tell me that we're wrong.
I know. Oh, well.
And then she starts to share information about what's going on with Poppy and how she has to have at least a drop of the blood of the gods in her. Maybe more. A lot more. Because this woman does not tell the truth. Mm-hmm. I was not suspicious of her at this moment or throughout most of the book, and was real pissed when I realized some more things about her.
Yeah.
And then we also learned that the people who were throwing stones at her should have known who she was the moment the ether or the magic and her blood became visible, which is why one of them does say like, "Oh gods, like I'm sorry."